sitting here and just randomly it stopped. So I'm going to go and have some food now and come back in a little bit. But we're actually finally there. Perfect. That means I can get the cover off tonight. Right, my tummy is telling me it's food time. Right, I think it's all off. That ain't going nowhere. That cover is welded on. Crap. Yeah. So how the hell do I get that off? Okay, plan B, but I don't have a plan B. Well, it would probably help if I'd actually undone all of the things. It might come off then. So let me get that up and it might actually come off. Reckons the next thing I've got to do is pull out the tachometer drive. Just pulls out, but I can't see that pulls out with pliers. There's no way that's coming out with them. What the pliers we got? When you get two surfaces that won't come off, so I want this cover to come away at this joint here. You're tempted to put a screwdriver down in between here and lever it off. You will damage the surface, so you never do that. Now what you can see I've got it loose, but it's still not quite going there. So I'm going to set you up on the tripod. We're going to just wobble it like so, gently, and then it should break the seal and pull off. Right, let's give it a go. See, I've got a good gap there. It's still not moving. I'm wondering if I've got to take this tacho drive out before I pull it out. It still feels like there's a bolt holding it in. I'm going to have a look round with a torch, see if I've missed a bolt, because it doesn't feel like it wants to go. We have gappage. It's still not coming off. I don't know what's stopping it from coming. It seems to be the Kickstarter end is still attached, so let's get a bit of pressure on here. There's gasket material on this end, I can see it. Right, now it may look like I'm being a bit heavy-handed here, but I'm not. I've got a rubber mallet. You've just got to keep gently wobbling, moving, just to try and get this to break loose. There you go. And eventually it will give up. So I'm going to carry on doing that for a little bit, and then we'll get this off. I think we're free. Right, I've got to feed these pipes back in somehow, possibly. Come on. It's coming, but it's sticking on the brake pedal. Let's see it hitting. Here we go. Right, leave that sitting on top of there, and then we've got feedback. There we go. These lines. Job's done. And she's free. Wow. Right. We can clean up all in there. Oh, Jesus. What is that in there? My clutch basket has had a bit of a knock by the look of it. I don't know what's caused that. There's no metal in there, well, I can see. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that. Okay, I don't know what's caused that. Seems to be broken all the way around. That's a broken fin. The fin's completely gone. Well, it's not inside here. So, where the hell's that then? That must have, I must have fitted that with it broken. Yeah. I've got two fins missing off the clutch basket. I'll show you what I mean. Let me just dry my hands because I'm covered in oil. So you can see you've got fin, 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 missing fin, fin, missing fin. Completely snapped off. Obviously they're not inside. So I've obviously put that together like that. The clutch has been working okay, but yeah, I didn't realise I'd broken that, but hey ho, there's no fins inside. So next thing we need to do, get this over to the bench, lay it out, start getting the gasket off. I've got a gasket on order, and we'll go from there. But yeah. Interesting on the fins. I bet the purists are out there saying, "Oh, you must replace the clutch basket. You can't use it like that." Well, considering it's been on there since 1986 and I've been everywhere with that clutch basket in there, I think it's tried and proven that it's good enough to run. So I'm running with it. Also, I would have checked that with my dad because he helped me build the machine. If he said it's okay to go in, it's okay to go in. And that's a little bit of history there from when we built it together, and I'm not taking it out. Now, back to the build. This is a tool that you can find. It's got Stanley knife blade in it. And when you paint a window, you use this to go around the edge. You can get right up to the edge of the frame to get the paint off if you get any on the glass. They make excellent gasket scrapers. If you're careful, you can just carefully go along like that. And you can see it's just peeling the gasket off. But you just want to run it along the top. I'm not putting any pressure on. I'm letting the blade find its own little mark. And it's just taking off the gasket to the surface. So if I wipe that over now, that little bit there, bring you in before bit I've just done with the blade here. So I'll carry on working my way round with my little gasket scraper. They're very cheap, as I say, so get one. As you can look here now, and then you can get like chunks of gasket off like that quite easily. Right, I'm going to put the radio on, work all my way round. So here's a quick before. I'll put a photo up as well, and then we'll have a look at an after. So this is really interesting. Can you see the complete length, the missing gasket at the bottom there? I think that was what was broken, and you can see it more here with the edge sticking up. Apart from that, the gasket itself is complete all the way around. So I think that's where it broke. So we've got to try and get this gasket off now. Trying to minimise how much gasket material falls in here. But it's It's very flaky, but it's definitely well stuck on. So anyway, let me get after this. I'm going to be using the scraping tool, which I don't know what I've done with. Right, let's have a look. It's here. So another nice big bit to come off there. Put all this in this pot. Then I'm going to chuck that when I'm done. Right, anyway, I'll get after this. I'm going to put the radio on and rock out for a bit. Get this face cleaned up. You can see the difference in the colour once you get the gasket off. Looks quite good. And I'll be back. I'll show you the other one that I've already done. The other thing I'm doing is I'm putting a piece of cloth on here. That's not very good, is it? Because then you're wobbly. Oh, come back. It's a bit drastic. Oh, look at that. Whoa, big bit come off. Right, anyway, let me get chiseling. So here's the cover. Cleaned up. What I'm going to do now is get a very fine piece of emery. Just rub it all the way around there just to give it a nice little shine. Take all the bits off, but that's done. And then I've been all the way round here and cleaned up all this. So that's all good to go.